Video. What's his name? Is it going? What's his name?
Kyle.
Hey Kyle, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, we're missing you over here, Kyle. See you later.
All right, sweet. Thanks, guys.
All right.
So, anyways,
Bring it back.
recording off Brian's phone now since the computer died. It deceived us.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The things we do for you guys.
Yeah, really.
The cable was in when I grabbed it. Like, I thought it was charging, but I guess not. Wasn't in all the way.
I guess not. But yeah, basically. So where we leave off at?
Then we were looking
Talking
at.
about
We're
Larry
about to
Fitzgerald.
talk about your team now.
Oh yeah, how
Matchups you have.
shitty it's been. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, still flip flopping about Carr and Cousins, but
You got certain guys who have performed somewhat well recently. Sterling was good. Hill's been really good when he's playing. Evans, you think he's got to bounce back this week. He didn't have a bad game, but it wasn't amazing.
no, I mean Xavier Rhodes shut him off for
Exactly.
the most
And
part.
then Jordan Howard had a great game against the Steelers, so if you play him this week, maybe he'll have one against Green Bay.
I think I
Yeah.
think you gotta play Jordan Howard.
I'm definitely playing Jordan Howard this week.
I understood why you didn't play him before. I think
Yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna play or not.
honestly for the Bears, like moving forward, like that's gonna be their offenses. Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen.
It's pretty much all they're going to be able to
They
do.
don't have any wide receivers left to throw to.
I think they
They're all
only-
dead.
Just Kendall Wright.
I think they only do 4 passes to their receivers on Sunday.
That's sad.
And
2 of them
won.
was to Kendall Wright. I
And
think.
they won. They beat the Steelers. That's
That's it.
pathetic.
Yeah, that's sad. That's
That was pathetic, Heather.
Hashtag sad.
Pathetic.
What a
The Steelers lost to that.
What a pathetic team.
And the Bears blew a touchdown.
Yeah, Pittsburgh sucks.
Did you see that?
I did not.
You guys didn't see it? So
I
at
was
the
at
end
the
of the
live, yeah,
first
I did
half,
see
the Bears blocked a field goal. And they were running it back,
I did see
and
that.
the dude stopped running at like the
Oh,
5,
yeah.
and the Steelers guy caught up and forced the fumble. So they could have had another touchdown.
That's sad.
Pretty bad.
That whole game must have just been a shit show. But
Landry should have a good game for you this week, I think.
I hope so. He's been like a catching machine
Assuming
since,
that was a blip on the radar against the Jets and not what they're actually going to play like.
he still had like 6 or so catches, I believe. Yeah, he had 6 catches. But with this game being against New Orleans, I would expect him to do better. So hopefully that.
Closer
Holds.
to week 1 where he had 13 catches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
6 catches is good now, but it's not week 1 status, 13 catches.
I think you're
I
gonna-
think he'll be closer to that.
I think you're going to do better than the quarterback-wise. I think it's better than what Jameis is going to do.
you think so?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
Against
so.
the
Jameis
Giants.
has looked terrible so far this year.
Really?
I mean,
I haven't paid attention to him all that much.
Week 1, he was okay.
week 2.
Week 2. I mean his week 1.
Last week
his
he
first
had
game.
328 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. So that was
Most of
better.
the stats this past week were like garbage time, just chucking it because they were losing by 30 in the third quarter, kind of thing. Like the whole offense went to shit. I mean, the Giants' defense is pretty good though. I think still, it's not as good as I thought it would be, but
it's-
I think it's still
it's
decent.
alright.
Still can't believe they lost to that field goal by the rookie.
That 61-yard field
Oh
goal.
my
That was
gosh.
sweet, man.
I bet you Odell Beckham could have blocked it if he just jumped up. It like barely went over. Odell Beckham's got to be able to get over 10 feet.
He's a fucking diva. He didn't.
If he would have tried, if
He's
he would have
probably-
jumped up to hit it away, I guarantee you he would have done it. It was like this
Megatron
high.
would have caught it.
It was like this high over the bar.
Yeah.
I guarantee Odell can at least get to 11 feet jumping in the air, like with one hand raised.
Only if he's pretending to pee like a dog before it, though.
It's an animal.
That's your team, Ross.
That boy's an animal.
Ross and Heather's team suck so bad.
Yeah.
It's sad. But tight ends, what do we think about the tight ends?
Hunter Henry has been like hit or miss like all year.
He didn't have a catch last week.
Yeah, just like week 1. Right?
I don't know what Ingram did
So
last
that means he's
week.
bound for a big week.
Yeah, this is gonna be his big week now.
Fuck.
Every other week.
I don't know what Ingram did last week, but I
He had,
think
Yeah, how did he do for you?
he had 5 catches for 45.
that's
Solid.
that's solid. I would definitely say. I mean, I think he's part of that offense.
He definitely is.
especially since Brandon Marshall has been crap.
It's been horrible.
Sterling Shepard is going to have to step up. I mean, someone's going to have to catch whatever's going to come down.
Yeah.
Not between them, Odell or
Not
Sterling
between-
Shepard.
yeah.
And it's going to be Ingram.
Yeah, it's not going to be Marshall. which Ross did end up dropping Marshall. We were wrong about that.
I was wrong.
I thought he was going to wait until the bye week. Like
Must
he
be a
did with
fake
Odell.
fan.
What a fake
Yeah.
fan.
What must be a fake fan?
fan, bro. Fake fan. But flex plays, got Hill against Garcon.
Garcon, I think, is gonna. He's gonna put
He's
up.
like the go-to guy in San Fran, so
He's gonna get maybe he's gonna get 8 targets a game essentially, in my opinion, and whatever he converts them into is what he's gonna convert. But in PPR, if you're getting 8 targets and you're catching 6 of 8
yeah,
each
that's
game,
6 points.
that's 6 points. And if you bring in 40 yards off those 6 catches, that's 12 points. Like I think as a flex play, Garcon is great for this year.
Yeah, I think he'll have an okay game. I don't think it's gonna be great though.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna put up 140 yards and whatever it was.
Probably
but,
not.
That Thursday night game was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, as much as I hated it because Ty Gurley screwed me, but it happens.
Who's your flex?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, you have the advantage.
Oh yeah,
because you're
for
over here.
sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, I think, should be one of your guys.
Oh man,
who
he's
are
going to
like
go
a
up against
no-doubter.
Josh Norman, so
I think I think the difference between Hill and other receivers is literally just the speed. Like, if you have that speed on the field,
Sure, I didn't think about Norman. Yeah.
there's not.
Good point.
I don't think Norman can keep up. In all honesty, like, and how Kansas
I
City
hope not.
and how Kansas City runs like their offense, and it's almost like unconventional. Like,
yeah.
I love it.
I think. All right, guys, welcome back to part 3.
Part 3.
I had to clear some space on my phone. Had to delete Pokemon Go and some other apps.
Such a tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, the account's still there. I still have my Moltres.
Thank God, that's all that matters. All right, who wins against me and John, and why?
You win, buddy.
I finally get a
You
win.
get a win.
Oh my God.
I think it's going to be a close one, but I'm going to go with John this week. I just like his matchups better. I'm sorry, Vaughn.
I'm going with John because I went with myself last week and I lost. So fuck myself until I win.
The reason I'm going with you is because each week, John has flirted with putting up 100 points. Like, he's barely put up 100 points each week. While you have been putting up points, and I don't see that trend ending. I think you got it.
I hope so.
I
hope you're right.
I think you get the win here.
I hope I win too. All right, moving on to the one matchup that doesn't involve anyone's fucking name. Ross and Patrick.
Cool.
So, let's see. Dak Prescott played better, at least.
Yeah,
So-
I'm still not super confident in their passing game, though. I don't know. It's something. It was much better last year, I think, when it was like a surprise thing that he was
Doing so well.
Everyone was like, "Oh, just cover the run, then watch out for the play action run pass option like things happening." I think this year has been a lot less explosive.
Yeah, I feel like, defensive coordinators in the NFL, if they get like a year, I think really defensive coordinators in general, this can go down to college football too. Like, if you give them a year to actually see like a team's offense and like be able to scheme and like figure it out, like they got a year's worth of footage on how the Cowboys were playing
Yeah.
on using Prescott and Elliott. And with that being said, that's what makes it easier for them to game plan against. They get to see what other teams did, like the Giants usually do, or what the Broncos did, and how that stops them essentially. So it hasn't been as explosive for Prescott, but I still
Yeah.
think the weapons are there, and eventually you gotta respect it if Zeke breaks out for like a 15-yard run and they line back up real quick. You gotta think they're gonna hand off to him, and that's when the play action happens.
The thing I'm thinking right now is if Zeke does get his suspension, I think Dak becomes a really, really average play,
Yeah.
bare minimum average, and that's Ross's only quarterback right now, right? That's
That's a problem.
It's tough sledding.
That is a huge problem.
You gotta hope that Elliott doesn't get suspended. I think
It'll probably happen eventually. The NFL likes to fuck people.
true.
But the one thing that Ross doesn't really have a problem with right now is running backs. Alvin Gordon and McCaffrey have been pretty good.
Melvin Gordon's a stud, running the ball, catching the ball. He does everything. He'll score most weeks. McCaffrey right now has been basically all receiving, but
Yeah.
it gets you points right in PPR.
BPR.
So until people learn that, hey, watch out for the passes to McCaffrey, you gotta wait like spotlight that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll be a good play, especially this week against New England. They're gonna be down a lot of dump offs.
Plenty of dump offs are going to
Probably
be
get
had.
a really good game, I think.
I don't think Ingram will have that good of a game for Patrick, but I think C.J. Anderson could have a good game against Oakland.
Yeah,
I think that might be where he'll probably get the bulk of his running back points.
See, I disagree. I think Mark Ingram is actually like a solid. I don't know why Sean Payton hates Mark Ingram, but I think he's put up like 10 fantasy points each week so far.
Let's
If you
see.
can check for me.
Let's see. He has put up 12, 11, and 10, so he's going to have 9 this week. So
Yeah.
put it in.
So
that
going
first
down-
week he got 8 of those on the final drive.
Yeah, he had 54 receiving yards, and he only had 17 rushing yards. But since then, week 2, he had
But hey,
52,
points are points. No matter when
52
you get
rushing
them.
yards and then 56 rushing yards this past week. So
I think Ingram's a good running back. I do think how the offense is going, Kamara will eventually
over.
take over.
He should.
He should, but I don't think Ingram's bad. I mean, you might.
I don't think he's bad. They
No.
just don't utilize him.
They
enough.
don't at all. Like, I don't know why you had 3 running backs that you rotate through. Like,
Especially if you don't have a run game.
The Adrian Peterson signing was
Made
one
no
of the
sense.
most dumb things. Yeah, it made no sense. You already had Ingram and you drafted Kamara. Why would you want to add payroll, essentially? That's all it is. It's just
Yeah.
money against you. But wide receivers, I think Patrick definitely has the advantage.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Brown against Baltimore. Baltimore's defense got lit up by Jacksonville this past week. And Brandon Cooks has been a beast, bar none. He's been solid. So I think those two will probably do better than any of Ross's wide receivers, potentially put together. Potentially,
Yeah,
'cause
Curse
Connor
could
Cup-
be all right.
Cobb hasn't had a good week, except for week 1. He played good. Michael Thomas, Saints
I mean,
receiver. It just goes back to what we were
For
saying
me,
earlier.
it's volume. It's the only reason that he might have a good game against Miami. I think they'll probably be losing, but I guess we'll
Maybe.
see. They didn't do very well.
Jermaine
against the
Kearse
Jets.
against Jacksonville. I don't know.
I don't think.
Any Jets receiver, I'm kind of weary about just because he's a Jet.
Yeah, I mean,
this point.
he does have.
Jags have had a
Pryor
really good
and
defense this
Benjamin.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin's injured.
I know he got hurt in the second quarter, but he does have Pryor he could put in possibly.
Pryor's been.
He's been
Pryor's been pretty good.
Yeah.
He's not been bad. He had what? He didn't do all that well this past week, but
But they were winning most of the game.
he had 6
They
for
didn't have to throw
66
much.
week 1.
Yeah.
He pulled off the Satan week
Yeah,
1.
he was Satan week 1.
Jesus Christ.
I think-
All right, predictions, part 4.
Part
Part
four.
four.
All right,
predictions.
so Ross against Patrick. I'm going to go with Patrick. I think Patrick wins. I think the receivers are going to be the deciding factor. And I think Matt Ryan has a good game against Buffalo.
I think Patrick wins as well. I think this is like Patrick has a lot of good players and a lot of good matchups, and he's been putting up consistent amount of points in our league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it stopping. I think Patrick has a really good team this year.
Yeah, I agree. I get out those
Going with
brooms
Patrick?
because this is going to be a sweep, boys. 3 against none. In
3
favor of Patrick.
Sorry, Ross.
Sorry, buddy.
3-1
Go-
for us.
All right, final matchup. Let's roll through this quick before Brian has to start deleting all those Lisa Ann porn videos. Autumn against Forte Shades of Grey, Tyler. See, Autumn was the originator of all of this name business.
She's
With her, she started the trend.
You can't even come up with your own name.
I know, but Drew Brees played well last week. I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth about this one too. I don't know.
This could be Beckham's, like, I know he had a good game last week, but this could be the one where he has like the mega game, I think.
You think with wait? Oh yeah,
Facing
yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Facing Tampa?
They kind of got lit up last
Yeah,
week
their
against
passing
Minnesota.
defense hasn't been too good. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, he's Thursday night at home against Chicago. That should
Should be money.
be at least 20 points at
Yeah.
least.
He's a good play every week, regardless.
Yep. And
Duke
then
Johnson should have a good
Duke
game.
Johnson's been playing well. Todd Gurley's been playing really well. Julio Jones has been lighting everybody up.
Tyler's got to get on that Jordan Reed injury though. Left him in the lineup against me. Could have cost him if I went with Hogan.
Yep.
Got lucky. You got lucky, my boy.
So let's see. Jordan Reed remains day to day and will likely be limited in practice this week. So
Does he have another tight end?
Yeah, he's got
He's
Jason
rolling
Witten in
with
his
2 in
flex
his
right
starting
now.
lineup.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it could have been an easy replacement.
put Witten in and sit Reed. Like,
I mean, Blunt's probably gonna get all the carries now that Sproles is out, right? Like he's got to get all the carries.
Dude, Sproles' injury is so bad.
That's
It sucks.
I feel so
Broke
bad
his
for the
arm and
guy.
tore his ACL in the same play.
That's devastating.
That
how
sucks.
do you even do that?
Dude, I have no idea. You've got to be like you have to be trying to do that. Let's see.
I think Autumn probably should go with Lynch. I know they're facing Denver, but Perkins hasn't done anything this year.
No, I would
drop fucking Perkins off.
Alright guys, I hope you can excuse this crazy episode of episode 2 when it came down to Autumn and Tyler's, predictions. We had to do it off Bond's phone because I just couldn't clear enough space off my phone anymore. And iPhones use a different video format than Android phones, and I tried converting it and doing different things, but wouldn't work out. So we aren't giving up on you yet. We woke up. We got here, we're going to work on this, and we're giving you Fantasy Sports Teams Go. So without further ado, we have Vaughn here, who is also going to be talking about his predictions, and we have Ryan. So without further ado, we will just give you the predictions on the Autumn-Tyler matchup. I'll go first. Out of the matchups, I would say I think Autumn's going to get the win here. I've seen how Autumn's team competed against me last week, and I think, with that being said, I think she can put up a same scoring output, and that should be enough to net her first win. Vaughn, let's look at this here. Vaughn, who do you think's going to win between the matchup of Tyler and Autumn? Well, I think that, let's see here. I'm gonna go with Tyler's gonna win. And he's gonna beat Autumn. He's gonna take her to town. You better take her to dinner. You better get some condoms. You better do something. I think Tyler is gonna have a good matchup, and Julio Jones is gonna break out against Buffalo. Alright, thank you, Vaughn. Next, we'll bring it to Ryan. And Ryan will tell us who he thinks gonna win. Well, I think Tyler's gonna win here as well. I like Tyler's matchups. I think he has the better players here. I think when it comes down to it, really all Autumn has here is Odell Beckham, and I guess Drew Brees. Paul Perkins should be out of that lineup, and Marshawn Lynch should be in there. But I would say if I was going to give a win to this week, I think Tyler's going to win, and he's going to go 3-1. All right, thanks guys for coming in early this morning here. Thanks for tuning in for the second episode of Fantasy Sports Teams Go. Good luck this week. Hopefully you guys got the waiver wire pickups you want. And from the team here, good luck in week 3 or week 4.